B-roll.
So everyone, hi, hello, how are you? I'm here with Marie and True. We are. Also, I hope I mixed up enough person. So here on my channel, I don't math. So I'm mixed up, I think, 3 classes, or what I think is
That's bigger than 18 girls. It's not hard. It's not 36. Yeah, we're shorter than 3.
there's a thing there that measures things.
Measuring thing.
There's a that. No, it's purple. It measures. Wow. It's this
Amy.
right.
The yardstick?
Yes. Words are so fun.
The yards. This repeat. Wow. Terrible measurements.
Liar. You build like things that have to be perfectly measured. Did you see? Did you show them your squares that time? Okay.
I saw your beautiful bar top today in Austin. It was fantastic.
Yes, you did. And I'm so glad you guys got to see that. And I'm very sorry that I was like, you guys have to come help me fix this. And then also, I
There was no to be fixed.
it is better than nothing.
So what are we doing today? We got mixed up.
Resin, the best of the best.
So I arrived here and they only have medium gloves. Medium. This is the third of broke. Fingers can't fit.
What's an ATP after dark cake? Here's some more.
Yes, it is. More medium on the right. Yeah. Look at the bottom.
Just screw it up under there. If you push it under the carpet,
Right. We're doing artwork.
yeah, we're gonna do some artwork, but I'm not really sure exactly which artwork. I have some striking papers here. Wait, yes.
We need to get some of this. Yeah, you can get them at ATD.com or it's still that.
I want to buy ATD.com.
Is it available?
It's not for sale.
Oh, where's it? American Tire ATD.
Well, we have ATD.gallery. We have ATD.everything else, but one day they're gonna sleep on our
Yeah, I looked up.
for now. So, now you and your curly fingers.
Could be
I love. You know what we could use is our politics. And I'll try to write my fingers in it. What?
Great call.
You wrote that one.
Is this the live right here? Well, let us know in the comments below where y'all watching from. Eric is grabbing some stuff.
I got
Got
stuff.
this- Spread that sticky stuff all over our board. I love these chopsticks. Yes. People purpose. I don't have the babies.
Yeah, the one with the, it has a symbol, it has a hole.
We have the micro ones. Of course. And it fits in.
You sell these things?
Of course I do. Also, you guys do.
You sell the big boys.
Tell the ones that can fit in.
They have the big holes.
We have one. That
Yeah, they got
kind of freezer.
They're awesome.
All right. So we're gonna add color like I did on the previous piece, which is basically just lines of colors that are going in the same direction. So the two colors are the same. Yeah. So this one, when I put color down, I went like this. It's kind of semi-Nike check, and I followed it, and then I did a full swipe.
This what?
But this way, this one with the flow. We're gonna do it in a minute. Right now. Okay, so.
Oh,
Oh, we don't have the. Oh, it's probably on my.
There we go. Sorry, y'all.
Here we are. All that teaching you guys missed.
Yeah.
Well, that's
I'm pretty sure I got like 17 text messages.
Yep.
I'm not drinking. You're drinking.
So if you missed it, we're here with Stonecoat Countertops, Mitch and Luke.
And
Hey,
Tudor.
guys.
And Tudor.
And Rooted Toot Toot.
Cool dude, just met him. Part of the fam, the ATD fam.
Also, Mitch's gloves fit perfect.
I have an issue with my gloves.
No issue with this glove.
What do they say about guys with big hands? They need big
We need
gloves.
bigger gloves.
All right,
So,
let's go.
since this is our main color, this is dark and stormy. It looks like this.
Color Passion?
It is by Color Passion, but you can get it at artistolette.com. And I have plenty
Somebody
of
gave us
stuff
$10.
in this moment.
Booyah!
What? Bow, 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 bow. Let's see here.
You get an ungloved thumbs up.
Ooh. This.
Oh, I think Marcy did.
Soundbite right
Oh, Marcy did? She needs to be
She
in an
did.
Uber.
Yeah,
on
where
her
are
way
you,
here.
Marcy?
Is she coming in the Uber?
Yeah,
Learn
she's
how to
supposed to
tell
be
Is
in an
she?
Uber. Yeah, Marcy's gonna come meet us for dinner.
Good.
But I think Johnny already headed back to not here. So you may
Oh,
not
Johnny
get to
was
meet
here,
Johnny.
too.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna start pouring
That is
in
pretty.
a random fashion. And it starts like this. How random? Pretty
Way
random.
random.
It's
That is like a little
so
swoosh.
random.
I like it.
It is. It's a little swooshy, but I'm going to fill in the areas because resin likes to lay at an 1/8 inch, and when you pour
Mhm.
out resin, it stands up really tall,
Yep.
way taller than an 1/8 inch. So we just thin out our pour line with our hands because we
Yep.
can't.
Let
We
it
can-
spread that way, huh?
You can also use our trowel stick.
I like this color.
Isn't it a great color when it's
Ooh,
thin?
goes over the white, right?
Mhm. So we'll put the pearl or the Milky Way next to it.
That
The
would get a
next
good
color-
swipe color, right?
Yeah, so Mitch has our next color. It is Pearl Shimmer. It looks like this. And then also this. And then also this.
Eat both sides of it?
Sure. I accidentally put some Milky Way into this, so it's extra shimmery pearl.
Coming back at you.
All the way through. Dun, dun, dun.
Nice.
That's the best pearl pour I've ever seen.
I made a drizzle though.
It's okay because we're gonna like full swipe it in a minute.
Full scenes.
Full send swipe. So I'm just using my hand to spread out the line just like I did the dark turquoise.
Olsen Sin Swipe.
Huh?
Never mind. It was funny in my head.
Who hasn't had that moment?
Mm-hmm.
So this pearl is typically an opaque color, but because I just put it in with the Milky Way, it's a little bit translucent, so you can see it under. Nope, you can see it over the dark and stormy that we put on.
Dark and stormy. Cool. You going with the teal?
I'm going with the teal, but I'm going to try to thin this out some so we can make sure this resin stretches the length of the board. Because of my math.
I'm not even doing it. I'm not even trying. I tried to stick my fingertip in. It's like.
I don't know where my finger stops, so I'm not going to try it. Alright, that's fine. You can still be the applicator.
The pourer. Same thing, both sides, or just up here?
Same thing, but vary the thickness of the line.
Thinner,
Because we don't want it to be exactly the same all the way down.
Right.
Because that's not normal. That's not natural. We don't want that here.
Nice. Look at that. Look at that.
So here at ATD, we do colors that are a little bit louder than most countertops
Mm-hmm.
are, but I think there's still a market for that. I think that
There totally is.
if you don't explore these colors, then someone else is going to.
Right, so I go a little more loud and wild on my shower panels, my vanities that aren't right in the kitchen, but some of these, I've seen some of the art pieces you've done in kitchens that look fantastic.
We do a lot of geode and ocean
Yeah, that's what I mean.
type design.
That
Somebody
geode
else
bar
said-
top we saw.
Oh, sorry.
Shoot, you could put that in the kitchen.
Teresa,
Right? TG?
TG.
Well, thank you, TG.
Keep it coming.
I'll live mod it.
You're gonna moderate live. I'm gonna put just another line of the dark and stormy because I think
And
it's gonna need a little bit.
how do you pick colors? That can be a struggle for a bunch of people.
It's actually a struggle for a lot of people. It's
Yeah.
not an uncommon issue. And so my general color theory choice of colors is pick your main color,
Mm-hmm.
which for us we started with the dark and stormy, which is this guy right here, the first color we added. And then I usually go opposite on the color wheel, but
Mhm.
today we went just a bright contrast color, which
Mhm.
was the mint color. And then I take either a shimmer or a flat, depending on if my first two colors are shimmer
Mhm.
or flat. And then I do a metallic. So for this one, we're gonna do gold because
Copy.
these are cooler colors. Silver would have worked, but I think gold is gonna brighten it
Yeah.
a little bit, and it'll play on the colors that we have already.
So is the opposite of our stormy blue a red or a pink?
Yes.
Okay.
Because that is opposite on the color wheel. And I mean, you can Google them, you can have them printed out. We have joked that we were gonna have a big color wheel printed out and just throw darts at it
Ooh, that's kind of cool.
and have that be how we choose colors sometimes.
Yep.
Because sometimes it's difficult when you
It
do
is.
artwork every day.
And when you're making so many. How many videos do you have on your channel?
There's not, I
700?
don't think a number, 700,000.
We have a lot, like
Maybe.
1,500
Right.
or something like that, I think. Like, we
It's
have a
lot
lot.
of pieces of art.
It is. And so there's only so many things you can do. So the answer is throwing darts at a color wheel.
I like that idea.
I like the delicate touch.
Bro. Maybe this is a pro tip.
A pro tip?
A pro tip, life hack is what I meant to say.
It's a pro hack.
A pro hack. Because I usually am very heavy fingered, so.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I need to take a sip of my not water.
It's a brush finger.
Oh my God.
Don't judge me,
Just the
Tigger.
tip.
It is just the tip. Very delicate.
That's a strong arm, okay? I mean, a strong hand. No, strong hand. It's both. Who are we kidding? It's all of it. Let's put another line of this on that side.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna put a thin line of this color through our Milky Way or through our something else. Maybe through the pearl. Because reasons. Maybe I'll just do this.
I don't have much control with this finger.
Happens to the
Ooh,
best.
cool.
It's so great that I can pull a line like that even though this resin is super fresh. And it's
Mhm.
because of the great viscosity in Stonecoat's hard coat. It's such a versatile resin.
Got a tiny bit of pearl left.
Cool. Put it.
Oh, what about this? What's this? Just the glitter?
That's
what you just
the
put
Milky
down.
Way. Actually, I want to put more Milky Way in the Milky Way. I don't know where my dad is. Here it is.
I'm surprised you didn't put white in there.
Well, I did pearl. So we can do Milky Way, and if we decide to put some white, then I can put it in the
More Milky Way?
Way. Yeah.
How much?
That's good.
Good?
Yeah.
Easy. Easy. Yep.
There's no, so if we were to be using an acrylic paint, for example, since it's water-based, you have to pay attention to how much you add in there. But since this is made for resin,
Mm-hmm.
doesn't really matter.
You can overload it.
You can
It's starting to
overload it.
harden and
The worst that's going to happen is you're going to use pigment that you could have not used because you
Right.
can only get so much in it for the payoff.
Exactly. You're not going to make it any more opaque white by adding more white.
You are not.
Cool.
I think I am going to add some titanium to this. I do someone always does. You
Can't help it.
Anybody watching live, let us know if you have any
I
questions.
don't have it over here.
I'm trying to make this to where it's a little bit higher so they can see you guys.
So I'm going to mix some titanium into our Milky Way
Cool.
and put a couple of stark white lines and then
and it's swipe time.
then it is swipe time.
And what are you using to swipe?
Our very exclusive, very specific,
Tutor saving them up.
yeah,
What
a
am I
lot of
doing?
them come from Tudor,
The label bags. Swipe papers.
which you can also get them from here anywhere. It's just swiping paper. I just took a detour, so I didn't have to go back across the whole thing. Thank you, sir. Just put a little bit of titanium in this one. And then I'm gonna put it through here. So we're sticking to mostly thicker lines because I find that the thinner the lines are, the more busy the piece will be.
These are so my colors too.
Yeah. Because you have to consider all the secondary colors. Oh my goodness, should we do a full swipe with like butch paper? Or
Big O swipe. Just a big,
Singular.
full like
massive swipe
so to
that
do
we
that,
tried to
Get
do.
the
Do
trash
you
can at the end.
remove
that
the air
on.
first?
so I will heat it first.
Yeah.
But
Heating
it
it helps the swipe.
does, especially when it's cold out like it is
Yeah.
here right now. I don't need a big one. I'm just gonna use.
Well,
one.
I'm from
Elongated.
South Texas. It's up about 10 degrees. From
I
down
thought you
in
just
Honduras.
said I'm from South Texas.
No, we just
I
drove.
was like,
from South
oh, now
Texas.
you're repping Seguin now?
Not yet. Maybe one day.
Is it the same time?
That's close.
Welcome everybody on YouTube here. We have, if you just joined us, we have Mitch and Luke from Stonecoat Countertops. We got Tudor straight from Kia, I believe. Is that Clay Cooley? Then we have B over here sipping on lady water. Lady water.
Up for interpretation.
Yes.
Let's have a representation. So I'm gonna heat it just a little bit to make sure we don't have any floaters that'll interrupt the flow of the swipe.
Yeah.
So if
What would be a floater? Something in the bucket or?
something in the
Undermix
bucket
something?
or a lump of
This is
Mega
the awesome
swipe.
pigment
Yes.
that
Yeah.
doesn't quite get mixed in, which is rare for face, which is why I
Yeah.
prefer face
Sure.
over.
It's almost easier to measure the amount of color interaction with paste.
This would be like,
It
oh,
does,
there's
you
so
can
much
predict
dirt.
Yeah.
the color payoff a lot better and what color it's gonna be. But sometimes when it's a powder, you don't really know what color it's gonna be after it gets mixed in the resin.
I
But
have
with a
those
paste,
long things that I
it's
brought
what
in.
it is.
Sure.
You can already see cells coming up in the
Right.
titanium that we use. And you would think that's because the titanium is doing it, but it's actually because the color
Bowie's
passion.
putting his 2 cents in over here.
He always has to contribute.
Mm-hmm. He's telling you what to do.
It's because the color passion acts as your base
What are
sensor
they
too.
doing?
There's some magical juju in it
Where?
that makes
Mhm.
it
Do that.
sell whatever's on top of it.
Right.
So that's why
That's a
also
cool effect.
this one.
Yeah, you
is
gotta
not-
start there.
Yeah, 'cause that's the Pearl and Milky Way.
Start copy, baby.
Typically, if you put a color passion over a color passion, it won't do it because it just cancels it out. But you're this way on the fire. I don't think you're horizontal. I think you're vertical because your numbers are up here.
You do got a bow in there.
Yeah.
It could be my hair. I don't know why everybody tries to blame my purple. Actually, I think it is my hair.
Well, if you looked at your hair, you would definitely know your hair.
I don't know what that means. But
That's
okay.
what it means.
So
Swipe time?
swipe time. So for this swipe, since we need bigger than what I have, it's gonna
Okay.
be butcher paper.
Okay. What's the technique? What's your?
Ooh, we toured Australia teaching this technique, and I love doing swipes. So we're gonna lay down and let about a thumb's amount of resin come into contact. Don't want too much because then we're wasting product. It's gonna get soaked
It's
into
gonna
it.
pull up.
Yeah, cause it's not gloss on one side, so it's actually gonna absorb some of it. So we're gonna let it soak up. We're not
Okay, it
gonna,
says the picture is frozen.
Well, it's because her battery,
Okay.
it's, you got like 10% maybe.
Let me get off.
okay, it's not gonna take long. We're gonna do this.
Yeah.
So we're not gonna put it.
Becky
vertical like
Stonecoat
this.
question
Okay.
above.
It's gonna scrape.
Okay.
You have to keep it horizontal so that
Get
we
it
just
wet?
right. Yep.
Oh,
Oh, I heard it.
I totally popped.
Now
I
it is.
still do
It's
it.
okay, you
What?
can tell.
That's good.
Full
We're
send.
good.
So we're gonna let just about
Like
a
that?
thumb's amount come in contact, and then we gotta take our time pulling this. Because if we go too fast, it will skip.
That's what I do sometimes, the error I make.
So we're gonna put some scallops in it, like these. Give it a little bit of interest, and we have to watch to make sure that parts don't come up off of the board.
Ooh, that's cool.
It's just an easy way to get a cohesive, like ombre look on a piece without. It's just not so much stress involved, I feel like.
It melds it really naturally. Without making
Here's a nice little gradient.
like a human did it so much.
Right? It's like if you, it's kind of like how a tilt can fix things. It's alright, I'll blow it out with
Actually,
it
it's
again.
kind of
Just a little patch.
Put on this one up here. Yeah, so you just push it down and catch that. That's cool.
We're just gonna pull it all the way off and then do this.
To the trash.
Sorry, y'all. I had to.
I'm gonna add a couple of lines of white just to give it something for the eye to go with. And then also I might blow those out. I also thought about doing
Jeff Super Tilt.
a little
Question
bit of a
mark.
granite. Granification. You want to do a super tilt?
I don't know. Somebody just said it.
You can do a super tilt.
I think it looks pretty cool.
So the longer this sits here, it's gonna do more and more action. Oh, we have to add the gold as well.
Oh yeah.
So Lynn asked, which Stonecoat product would you use for
Okay.
wall sticking or paving or can?
Use for what?
Lock stick or a cane? I would use
Quick coat?
quick coat, right? 'Cause it's gonna dry quick. So Illuminite is our sister company, but it's about to be here at artistofdeath.com. Is there's quick coat, our quick coat formula with UV in it, which is called Amazing Quick Coat. Boom, right there. Check it out at Illumilite. It dries and performs just like Quick Coat, but it will have UV resistance in there. It won't yellow. Quick Coat was designed for woodworking and seams, so we had no UV in it.
And tilt the ball up.
And we told him, hey, let's do this.
There's some cells coming up in a powder, which is bananas. Powders a lot of times won't.
Super tilt.
I'm just so glad it didn't land it.
Wow.
You're
was
pretty
like-
white
Was that a
now.
phone?
Oh, it was an iPhone. That was a nice catch, dog.
Did you guys see that towards the top of the video?
Very
Gravity.
nice deflection. That'll be alright. We'll just wipe them off.
Yeah. All you gotta do is get a rag with
Alcohol.
alcohol and you're good.
So now that I shifted it, it looks a lot more natural.
Yep.
That's so
Stretched
weird.
out those. That's cool.
That is weird.
Well, that's
What
where I
is
had.
this? Was there
so-
silver?
That's because I had to skip. So no, it's not silver. It's the Milky Way and the pearl rolling over. I'm gonna put a little bit of this gold, liquid gold.
Ooh, let me get you another one.
Cool.
And I can probably just
Our
pour it out.
pipette?
Actually, Tudor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they got epoxy on
Everything in my house is epoxy on it.
it. Yep. I know problem.
Okay.
I get new shoes and I get epoxy in them instantly.
Jeff makes me new merch shirts and he's like, don't wear that. And I'm like, yeah, cool. And then I immediately wear it.
You just put a tiny bit in the bottom of a cup. Okay.
I did. I just put a tiny bit in the bottom of the cup. And I'm putting it in the bottom of the cup because the inside is lined with wax. And I want the propellant to soak in so that yellow that's around the rim is the propellant.
You want that gone.
I want that gone.
That's what you do sometimes with a paper towel.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So that's going to make your line stretch.
The propellant makes
and
it
split.
Yes,
makes it
correct.
Bloom a little bit.
So doing this makes it stay tight.
Yeah.
Golly.
That makes it a controllable line. So I can put a thin line across the whole surface without worrying about it cracking.
Right.
Jennifer wants to know, is there a way to get a tilted look on a surface that cannot be tilted?
Heat gun can help with that.
Heat gun.
It can also ripple it though, so it's about your technique, but that heat can push colors where a torch is more about removing air bubbles incorporated. The heat gun can move.
Mm-hmm. Exactly the answer I would have given. I'm trying to have all the propellant soak out. So if I can stir it and it splits like that, see how you can still see two colors in there?
Yes.
That's the propellant that's still in there.
Okay.
And if it drops like that,
That's
that's
okay.
just part of the design.
It looks wonderful.
I find so much beauty in mistakes, things that are not natural,
This is cool.
like design elements,
Selling like crazy.
which is bananas because I've had the hardest time getting cells in some resins.
Yeah, I was gonna
Might as
say.
well just.
I know, and I feel so bad. Like they're.
It's all good.
All right, so I'm gonna take this,
Oh, stress.
and I'm gonna draw a line all the way across, or all the way across-ish.
You just dipped your stick in and you rub it in the resin? Oh,
And then
nice.
just gotta rub it in the resin.
I like that, how you went from the tight side to the flat side.
Well, doing that varies the thickness of the line,
Mhm.
and it just makes it more abnormal.
Yeah,
which
makes it more natural.
makes it look
looking.
more natural
Correct.
when you're a little bit not regimented.
Mm-hmm. Nature is not regimented.
It's just not.
That's cool. That was cool.
So we do these, and a lot of our countertops, people want the gold accent, so we'll use something like this, or we'll actually use gold leaf.
When you go to put a clear coat on, the gold on top, does it want to float and scratch? Would you want to
You can't
take
sand
it
it.
easy? You sand right beside it.
Yeah, anything that's a floating color like
Yep.
this, and you can tell if it's floating because if you look at it from an angle and it catches the light in a very obvious way, then it's a surface.
It's a floater. Ooh. Dang, I like that.
So you have to be cautious.
Leave the dots too.
I'll probably add more
More
dots.
of
I was gonna say, she'll add a little bit more just because it looks awesome like that.
It does. I like them.
It's actually part of my actual art as well to add flex.
Is that the
dots
first
into it.
blue color coming up? Is that what
Yeah,
that is?
so it's under this
Yeah.
color. You can see the shadow of it over
Mhm.
here. So it's coming up when I pull the stick through. It's just
It's really pretty.
populating up.
What room is this? I go downstairs.
226. I'll go with you.
Okay.
You'll get lost.
So if I want to, I will just pick up some more color
Spec it down like
and
that.
just fleck it.
I could see this as a vanity countertop with a beautiful vessel sink right on it.
Ooh,
All
I
day.
love vessel sinks.
Me too. It would go good with this. That glitter you had is sweet.
Milky Way and
Milky
Abalone
Way.
are like a sister product to Diamond Dust.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a little bit finer.
It's finer.
So it
Mhm.
doesn't sink quite
Right.
as harshly.
And there's more color in it.
There is color. It's a little
Mhm.
bit of like a rainbow reflective.
It's pretty though. Look.
type look.
Dude, it's beautiful. Mm-hmm.
This is just distracting me because everything
That
else
sharp
is,
line, right?
I'm gonna have to add something. This will be fine. Just gonna add some of this color to a swiping paper.
I almost want to tell you to do that clear.
Huh?
The one clear lines that I gravitate to.
You want me to do
This
some
looks
clear
awesome.
lines?
I don't know what it would do.
It would just split the resin, which is fine.
I like this as it is.
But I don't have any clear.
Oh yeah.
I have no clear mixed anymore.
Say hi. Say
I'm
hi.
just gonna put a swipe through this because
Say hi, Bowie.
it was.
Say hi. Say hi, Bowie.
So because we worked out the propellant, our gold lines didn't split.
Right, it looked better that way. I've put it on the opposite and it just poofs out too
Just like
much. Yep.
fractals a little bit.
Yep. This is pretty.
I think I like it. I think it works.
Yeah.
So when we go back to add a flood coat, we have to sand it. We will just be very cautious not to sand over the pockets of floating gold. Because it's not going to take it off. It's just going to dull it. It's going to make it look like a mustardy tan color.
Okay.
Also,
And if you were to flood coat this within 16 to 18 hours, you wouldn't even need to sand it.
Exactly.
And you want to grab a fresh paper like that, right?
Yeah, so whatever color is on it already, that's going to be the surface color.
Copy.
So if I were to swipe that again through here, it's going to show
Add a bunch
teal.
of green, yeah.
But I think that's good. I think
Yeah,
it's
no.
fine. It's going to relax out really well. And that's something that just comes with time.
Right.
Knowing what it's going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Used to have
It's
time.
already softened up like crazy. It's cool.
Nope. Cool.
You got a juice?
Unconcerned. It'll be fine because we're going to have to float it anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm going to let it just live and relax and do what it's going to do. And
It's pretty.
it's going to be amazing.
Yeah. 5 colors, 4 colors.
4 colors on the gold. I mean,
Yeah.
does that count?
Right now.
We
Because you
didn't
can add
really-
that gold to really many of them.
Mm-hmm.
And you have a silver like that?
I do have a silver. I have a silver and a gold. And technically I could do a copper, but it's less popular.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I love it.
Cool.
I do too.
So that's what I love. Thanks for watching, you guys. You can find all these colors on our website, artisttodeath.com. Just to recap, the colors are Mint by Color Passion, Dark and Stormy by Color Passion, Pearl Shimmer by Color Passion,
Some Milky Way by Bling It. And who makes this? You do.
Montana technically makes it, but if you don't want to buy a big jug of it,
Pick it
we
up
sell it
with
as
you.
like a $5
And this will
option.
last long
Forever.
time.
Like we just used all of this and I have all of this
We
left.
have a ton left. It's awesome. And that's such a cool pro tip on getting it to absorb out like that. Because I struggle with that and I know my audience does. So
Now you know.
that's why cool. I saw you do that with paper towel and the cup does the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
It's even still now, still beneath
Yeah.
their propellant.
Mm-hmm.
That's what makes it split and craze and not look very uniform and beautiful. So just soak that out and you can do this.
Yep.
I will say have your piece relatively complete before doing it because if you add heat and then move it, because it does dry fast, if you start to manipulate it, it will still crack.
Fracture out.
And that's why the propellant makes it fracture out anyways because it's making it bloom.
It's moving.
Yeah. So don't tilt it, don't blow it with a heat gun unless you want that
Yeah.
cracked look,
Yeah.
which is
Use it.
also awesome.
Yeah, it's what you're going for, but this is beautiful. I wouldn't mess with this. That's awesome. Good job.
All right, you guys, have an awesome evening. We'll see you guys next time. Have an awesome day. Till next time, be kind to one another because you never know what someone's going through.
Because we do the test.
But you don't have to.
And don't forget, you got this.
You do. You fully got this.
Let's see the back of that shirt. There you go.
Look.
Flex.
All right, you guys have an awesome day. Bye.
Bye.
Bowie says bye. Didn't say bye, Popo.
I said later.
Bye, Popo.
Stonecoat countertop epoxy.
Mm-hmm.
How do we?